What up, world, and welcome back to another episode of the Hot Seat Podcast. I'm your host, Trees Trims. In the building today, we got musician, entrepreneur, CEO, and founder of Blvck Elephvnt Clothing, my man, Anthony Williams, a.k.a. Tony Ocean in the building. What's up, baby?
What's good?
Thank you for being here, man. I really appreciate it. Me and this dude always have good combos, so, this should be interesting, right?
Very true, very true. Should be. I think about you actually telling me about this.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, telling me that you're going to have a podcast, us having the conversation, the manifestation of it, and it's awesome to be part of it, to see it real, to watch episodes of it.
Yeah.
It's cool. Ground up, and now I'm here, so I'm stoked to be here. Thank you for having me.
Man, that means so much to hear from you, brother, man, and I'm excited to talk to you and share my platform with you because, there's too many great people out here that's not getting the proper support from the ones that they call their friends.
True.
So when my friends start doing something amazing, what I'm gonna do is share it. You know what I mean? And I encourage everybody else to do the same. With that being said, man, you know how this show starts. First question.
Where we at?
Who are you?
Who
Give
am
us
I?
something about your background.
Who am I? Anthony Williams, a.k.a. Tony Ocean, Anton. Born and raised Oceanside, California.
Yes, sir. Oceanside, stand up.
Represent.
Yep.
I feel like I'm a veteran in the town, in the area, in my scene. I played in a band called Oceanside for like solid 15 years.
Yeah.
We got to do national shows. We got to tour a little bit. It was fun times. It was really good.
I used to catch y'all down there in Carlsbad doing a little something.
Those are good times. Yeah. Now I'm a dad. I'm still all those things, but I'm a dad. I got 2 kids. Kingston and Kara, ages gonna be 8 and gonna be 6. I'm actually working on music, the brand right now, and trying to stay, afloat.
You ducking the pandemic. I've been ducking the
social
pandemic. I've been ducking them overnight activists.
I feel like for a moment I forgot about it.
Yeah.
I was like, and that hasn't happened in a while actually. But yeah, man, a lot of that has changed the game. Actually, that was a blessing in disguise for everything that's gone on for me actually, and trying to use that momentum right now because it's turning into something else right now.
Yeah.
As we come not necessarily out of the pandemic, but into, I think you would say, living with the pandemic. Living with how that goes.
The new.
Yeah. I don't want to say normal because honestly, what was normal to some people back then wasn't normal to me. So I don't want anything to be a new normal. I'd say I'm more or less like, I don't know. I guess a new way of how it's a new standard. I guess. It's a new, I feel like it's wild, wild west out there.
Yeah, that's basically what it is.
It's opened up.
You got certain people that's wearing a mask. You got certain people that ain't.
Yeah.
You got certain people that believe that this stuff is real. Certain people that don't even believe in it. We got vax versus non-vax. So I get it, man. When was it? Not to cut you off.
No, go ahead.
But this is my show. So correct this conversation.
That's right.
We will definitely. He's this guy right here. We could talk for hours. So
We've
I
done
gotta
it.
get a solid.
We've done it. We gotta stay on.
People's ADD kick in. They're like, I'm not watching this no more. Like, we gotta make it good, solid, and straight to the point. You know what I'm saying? Because people gotta know you got a lot going on. So first, like you said, you played in the band for what, 15 years with Oceanside, right?
Mm-hmm.
When was it that you developed this passion for your music? Like, was it an instrument? Was it a song? What got you into actually thinking you could make music?
The passion has always been there. The passion we just.
That's what I'm saying. Like, so when you first start getting into music, like, what was it that you were like, yo, I love this? Like, was it a song? Did you start playing an instrument? What?
As far as I can remember, and I think it has a lot to do with my father. When he had a huge music collection.
Okay.
He had 8 tracks, LPs, tapes, and he would go on the weekends to the swap meet and make mixes. Like he'd buy all these singles and come back to the house and record the songs he wanted all on one tape.
So he was the original mixtape guy.
OG to me at least.
Yeah.
OG to me at least. I mean, this is like...
Especially from 8-tracks?
Yeah. Well, I've never seen him do with 8-tracks. I've seen him do with cassettes and records, but I don't recall him ever...
Okay.
Yeah, but he made cassettes, A-sides, B-sides, but he would buy singles at the swap.
Well, no, I'm not saying putting them on the 8-track, but...
Oh,
yeah,
he's a player.
The music that would be on 8-tracks,
yeah.
he could take that and produce a little mixtape on an A and B side cassette, or no?
No, I've never seen him do it with 8-track.
Okay.
I've seen him do it with only records.
Just the cassettes and
cassettes, yeah.
okay.
But it was dope. It was dope, and that's actually, I feel. But also, my stepdad was really into music as well, and so that's where I got a passion for instruments, more or less. Even though I did listen to like Isley Brothers and Parliament.
Yeah.
I didn't know they were really bands, I guess you would say. I thought it was just George Clinton. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know it was a band, you know what I'm saying?
You didn't know how much went into that.
Yeah, you know.
George Clinton had a real, like,
oh, yeah.
college of, like...
Yeah, when I got older, I got to see them live in Arizona. It was...
Oh, yeah. That's
a
show.
Out of control. He's dope. His band's dope. It was without Bootsy, though. I didn't see Bootsy. But still dope. But my stepdad...
I seen George, too, without Bootsy in
Yeah.
San Bernardino.
Okay.
He did a High Times event. It was crazy. And it was some of the newer members of it, too, because, you know, he's got a new generation.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure who I saw wasn't who the original people were.
Right, absolutely.
Like, it was him.
But it was still funky, though.
Oh, for sure.
Oh,
for sure.
man.
He runs that.
Yes, sir.
He runs that.
Yes, sir. So, as you touched on earlier, man, you from a product of Oceanside.
Mm-hmm.
So, let's talk about that a little bit. Tell me how much of an influence you think Oceanside has on you or had on you as far as the person that you are today.
Oceanside to me was, you know, growing up and everything, I was just in love with diversity. I mean, I'm half black, half Filipino. My stepdad's white. You know, my best friends are Filipinos. You know, my cousins are half black Filipino. But being in Oceanside, I think due to the military base, I saw everything, and the way our hoods are set up. You know, from the Valley to Tri-City, East Side. You know, it is separated racially, but at the same time, I mean, it's dope that we see all these races. It's dope. I wouldn't say it's a melting pot, because a melting pot, you know, you kind of assimilate into each other's cultures and stuff. I think the cultures stayed pretty, like, did their own thing, but we did mix very well. And that influenced...
I don't know, because I went to Oceanside, man, and I done seen brothers out there, and they wearing the raps and talking about what up, Oos, and all. I mean, we all embrace one another's cultures a lot. To me, I felt like, you know,
100%. You know, and I.
It wasn't just like we just tolerated, like, oh yeah, that was the Samoan niggas over there, and this is the blacks. So it would be more like, yo, we embrace one another.
That's very, you know what?
And that's why I call it a melting pot.
It's you know, you're absolutely correct, because it is, because you know. It was a huge melting pot.
It was diverse. You got people from down south. You got people from here, and then you got people that are locals that stayed there and never left.
I'm mistaken on how I'm trying to phrase the melting pot phrase.
Okay.
You know, because I think
did I put the melting pot phrase in a box? Did it make it seem like
and
I meant a certain
different
thing that you didn't think you meant? Okay.
When in reality, how you're saying it is exactly how it was.
Okay, so that's what I mean by melting pot.
Yeah.
That's my definition.
Yeah, and that's exactly what it was. I don't know what gave me the audacity to say it's not, but I was trying to.
What?
I was trying to say
the
that.
Audacity these
I know,
days.
right?
What? I'm gonna tell you.
Little lifted.
That's funny. As you should be. We elevate. That's what we're here to do. We're here to elevate, educate, motivate, inspire.
That's right.
Support.
I love my hometown. I was saying that I love the fact that we had that, because when I go elsewhere, people don't have that, don't know anything about anyone else's culture.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? When I was in the South, people didn't know, like, they didn't know what a Samoan was when I was in, like, Louisiana, or, you know, or like even Vietnamese or different type of Asians that, you know, we have like.
Yeah, it was
like,
the breakdown.
You know, everything's here. Everything's here. Yeah. So I don't know. I'm just.
And we can't attest that that's California in general too. It's a very diverse place.
Liberal ass state.
I can't see too many people that don't want to come and enjoy it. So I can't knock them, man.
No,
Palm trees and beaches and beautiful weather and beautiful people.
It's the best state by far. I mean.
Yeah.
What is it, the 6th largest economy in the world? Like.
Yeah, you pay the big bucks.
Yeah,
it's too.
We're talking about SDG&E is like charges the highest rates in the country right now. So if you live in San Diego County, you're paying the most in electricity, as of like a recent report.
I'm rocking solar, baby.
That's
solar.
That's the way to go.
I mean, I'm gonna tell y'all. If you can get on solar, do it. Talk about the clothing brand, man.
Okay,
Blvck Elephvnt clothing, man. What's the concept? How did it start? You know, what's going on with it, man? I love it. I mean, I got a couple pieces, obviously.
Nice.
But let's start.
My goal was to set, like, honestly, really, I wanted to be a brand ambassador for a lot of brands, or brands that I liked. You know, I always wanted to be like, hey, you know, because I like simple stuff, I guess. You know, I feel like you make the clothing sometimes, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And so I got really into it and started, I used to make all the band shirts. Like every single band shirt that you ever saw from Oceanside was made by me, by hand, you know?
Okay.
Because I got into actual screen printing and and if you look back at pictures, I was always wearing an Oceanside shirt. When I played in another band called City Reef, I always wore City Reef shirts or anything that I would make. Right. And then I was just like, yo, I want to have a brand. And I looked up to other brands that I saw that were basic, but basic yet essential. So with my product, like I definitely product test everything. Like I was looking for like clothing that I like to wear, that I felt comfortable in. Lately it's been really, I've been rocking a lot of stuff in the gym when it wasn't really for that. It wasn't, you know. It was just I like the simplicity of just colorways right now. That's where I'm at, and I would be honest in saying I'm still trying to find the brand identity, you know, because a lot of it is based on just me, and I feel like, you know.
So you know, when you say that, it's Blvck Elephvnt clothing, and we've had talks before about that discussion about being an elephant in the room.
Yeah.
And things like that. So, you know, maybe you can tie a little bit in and talk to us about, give them a little game about that part.
I always, you know, I always felt different, you know what I'm saying, growing up and being like an outsider.
Mm-hmm.
With my dad being in the military, we moved around a lot, and I was always new out of school. I went to a lot of different schools in Oceanside just for us moving around the city. Right. And, you know, I went to school in Japan, you know, lived out in Seattle for a while, but mainly here. And my mom loved elephants. My mom loved elephants. Like, we had elephants all over the house, like, you know what I'm saying? And
that's so crazy. I had a neighbor like that.
Yeah, elephants are like...
Back in Virginia, we had a neighbor like that. Miss Yvette, she had elephants everywhere.
Elephants symbolize like, well, they're known, I guess, for their memories as well. I guess they're pretty smart animals. I'm a better... in Asian and like African culture, there's, I guess, anecdotes. I don't have any off the top of my dome right now. That's so.
It's all good. It's all good.
But like, if you go to blvckelephvnt.com, I got a few.
This is perfect. Where people can come and drop a couple of those in the comments right now, man, to help my boy out.
Yeah.
All I know is I got my threes on with the elephant print on this joint, so this ties into the show just perfectly, man. I want these just for the show, baby.
Yeah.
Blvck Elephvnt, all right. I got some of those.
I'm a fan of elephants.
Yeah, so I love that.
But yo, elephant in the room though, one of our things is, you know, don't be afraid to be that person. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like if you already know, like how I enter a room is I already know you're gonna be scoping, so I don't I try not to let it dictate what I'm gonna be, what I'm gonna do. It's just like there's, you know, I'm here. We're gonna deal with the situation. You know what I'm saying? Like,
So the brand to me is all about something that you could wear that represents being more or less comfortable in your skin.
definitely,
Being comfortable in who you like, knowing and being comfortable
Definitely.
who you are.
definitely.
So even if you are unique and you
Yeah.
know that people are gonna stare,
Yeah.
and you know you still got this.
You make the shirt. You make the shirt.
Right.
And that aspect of it for me. You know what I'm saying? That's how I feel.
Dope. All right, my man. Now, one thing I noticed, and like these two to me kind of been going hand in hand, like you just said. You said, I made these clothes and these pieces, you know, not necessarily for the gym, but you've been wearing them in the gym a lot.
They get a lot of gym.
So they become more of your essential pieces.
Yeah.
So right now, you feel like maybe a lot of the stuff that you designed so far is more geared towards the activewear side, right?
I think that I stumbled upon activewear and didn't know it.
Right.
That's how I feel right now.
Right.
That's how I feel right now. Like, I think I'm gonna lean. I have a few ideas for 2022, and I think this is the best part of being like having the business and being like learning through failure has been such a like an amazing thing, and I've been stumbling upon things that work. I've been, you know, through trial and error, and I know that this is. It's cozy and comfy. It's very versatile. It's very, you know, and it's chill. I dig it. I dig what I'm using. I dig the designs. You know, it ain't, you know, but it's cool to see which way we're headed now. And I'm glad I didn't stamp myself in one box already. And I feel that's kind of key with branding. Like, normally you want to come out and have your brand set and everything. I feel if we did that, we would have been stuck with something. Now I have so much more options to do that I know work because I've done it through experience.
Yeah, I love that. Because I have to agree with you. I think a lot of clothing lines that start off, without knowing it, they're kind of, the stuff that they're designing is gonna be worn more in a activewear situation.
I always wanted my shirts to be that old shirt that you had for years because it just fits right.
And it's still quality.
Yeah.
Like, I love this shirt.
Sleep
What it represents. Yeah.
When people remember you, you're always wearing that. Your favorite. You
It's
know,
like going camping, I'm wearing it.
Yeah, exactly. You know what I'm saying? That's what I wanted. That's what was my ideology behind the sweaters, the t-shirts. But I'm excited because I have ideas that I know are gonna work, and it's cool to play with it and to do things, and I'm stoked, and this is and it's another opportunity for me to be creative.
Yeah.
You know.
And you have been very creative because I do follow you, you know, your personal page and your business page.
Thank you.
And
I appreciate that.
like we were saying about the fitness, I feel like seeing you out there in your clothing, jumping rope or stretching or coming off a workout or whatever it is, you've been doing a great job at kind of bridging your fitness life and your business to make it more of a lifestyle thing, you know what I'm saying? So, like, is that one of the things that you know, right now, that's a big thing for you? Because you've been working out consistently for a while. I always see the posts, and then I always see you wearing the brand as well with it. So, like, I like that, and I really support it. Is that something that you've been doing intentionally, or is it just you? Because it's a part of your lifestyle, and you wear the brand.
It's a little bit of both, but it has been so organic. It's just telling me that it works. It works. For that it works. It wasn't the intention, but it works. I love it, and like I'm glad that people are seeing it in that capacity, and that gives us a whole nother angle, you know, and it actually gives it a niche, you know. Me as a person, as you can tell probably from this, I'm like just I multitask all the time. I can't do one thing.
Nah.
And I've read lately that it's scientifically like proven to not be a good thing anymore unless everything's in front of you. You know what I'm saying? Like me multitasking in the kitchen works because I'm in the kitchen and everything's there. But when I apply it outside, it's just too much. It's really, really too much. That's funny. That's a phone call from a person who told me multitasking was not good. Wow.
What?
No, that's literally that phone call. That's what that was. We've had a discussion about. It's a really good friend of mine. We discuss business and life and things as we do and such.
Yeah.
And it's funny to me because I was talking to that dude and I was like, "Yo, I just multitask so blah blah." I'm like I was killing it, and he was like Debbie the Downer. Actually multitasking. It's been scientifically proven to not. And I was like, I'm Googling this right now.
So what was he saying? Like, 'cause we like information on this show.
Well, multitasking in itself does
Why
work.
isn't it good? Because you're not putting enough energy into each thing?
Not even that, it's like there's a lower percentage of completion. When you knock stuff out, it's done. It's done. It's done. It's done. And when you're doing 5 things at a time, okay, we're all here. Now we're all here. Now we're all here. Now, okay, now we're all done. And it's all done. I mean, if you get there. Sometimes, you concentrate on one thing, you have to do it at that time, or you don't,
Yeah, I get that.
Yeah, it's
Because it's like a things to do list.
It is.
Like if you have a list and it says, okay, you wake up, we're going to work out. After that, we're going to go to the store, we're going to do our grocery shopping. After that, we're going to go to the bank. After that, we're going to go. You can't try to do all those things together. You got to knock them out one at a time.
I do lists every single day, and I'm a list guy.
I'm a list guy too.
And it's funny how my list.
You got to be careful about writing your list down though. Because motherfuckers be watching. They be looking at that list.
I be shooting for the stars, bro.
I be shooting for the stars,
for the stars, and then I get like 2 things down. I'm like, that's not happening. That's not happening.
The other day, man, I golfed at 18 and went on a hike. I was feeling pretty positive about that. Well, shout out to the team. We had a team hike.
Hey, movement is medicine, and I feel like that's another thing. Like, as for life, I am moving towards a passion of fitness, a passion of like health, like not just saying like doing it. Like I really, really get passionate about it. I really, really get excited, and I really get upset.
Yeah, you done left here from getting your hair cut and not your haircut, but your hair retwisted, fresh beard, and the first thing this dude do is go to the gym. So that's what's
I was
crazy
in the gym for a minute too.
But what I like about everything you're doing and what I'm getting from you is like you're a creator. You create. You're you. You know who you are and you create. So you're a musician. You create clothing and you're into fitness. And all 3 of those things kind of go together if you put them together content-wise. With the right music, with the right work, with the right fashion, with the right shots. And that's what you've been capturing. To me, that I'm just bigging you up on that. Because I'm like, oh snap, I get it now. You know what I mean?
I appreciate it.
You walking out with the slow motion walk, go follow his page. The lady's gonna love you, so go follow his page. Single father doing his thing, you know what I'm saying?
Bro, when I did that one, when I put that one out, I knew that one. I knew.
You did the slow mo. I said, oh, this nigga's.
All my Belly is a very, very in my heart a movie. Okay, like I used to push a GS. I used to push the GS. I used to push the car that Method Man came up and pulled up in and tried to get. That was my car,
That boy jumped out and said, "What did he say to him?"
Yeah, I can't.
He said, "Is that?
Is
you the illest nigga in Nebraska?
Yeah.
It's you, body, fool."
Oh man, dude.
Hey, shout out to Method Man, man. His transition is crazy.
And
I'm so excited for that guy.
No, and honestly, as a fan, and as all these things you said, Method Man does all these things right now. Method Man's fitness page is out of control. It's very inspiring and motivates me to I've seen this man I watched his whole career. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And
he used to be on the top of the joint with the beanie on, half breath. Look.
No.
He up there with Mary J, smoking J's.
I got a boot tattoo. I got a, but
what I realized about Method Man though is all along he's been a lot deeper and a lot more educated. He has layers to him, and like we've only seen him when he in the beginning as one thing, and he's just unfolded those layers. And now we've been able to see him like, man, the stuff he's doing in acting, and I seen him on the Essence magazine doing his modeling thing.
Dude.
The fitness thing.
You know what? Can I say something about that too? But still, big up Method Man to Cal Athletics. Like
to Cal.
It's very inspiring, man. I'm telling you. Like that's the shit that motivates me. Like I use these as tools. I use these guys as people I want to emulate and try to be like because I feel like we're he has a clothing line that's he has a brand. He has a brand.
Yeah, he is a brand.
And but what I'm trying to say though too is like growth is amazing. Once you like maturing and all that, once you harness your powers, you know what I'm saying, as like a creative, as an empath, a musician, once you start hitting on all cylinders, it's just it's amazing. You know what I'm saying? I big up to every day. I'm just like I'm so blessed because I feel like I did so much stuff where I'm not supposed to be here, and now I'm doing like. It's still hard, but everything I'm doing, I love. Like I love. Like I'm not a. I think we've talked about this not being a slave to society and where like, I've done a 9 to 5 for like and I still work jobs if I need the money. I'm not above it. I'm not above it.
Absolutely not.
But to be in control of our own, our own life and this
destiny, our time.
The one thing about me is everything is built around me spending time with my children. I understand, like, me and my father have a great relationship, yet it took till I was, 30 years old for us to have, the relationship that, I wish I always had. Right. And now as an adult, I see, back in the day, like, I know it's not all him. I know it's not, you know what I'm saying? So
no, it's the growth. Like, I have the same story with my pops, just like, growing up, things were very tough. Not saying that we're lacking any love or anything. Mom, dad love each other. They love us. But my dad was very tough. You know what I'm saying? He was a military dude. That, that structure, that thing. So it was very, but look, when you're a kid, and this is for the kids growing up right now, the youngsters too, if you're tuning in. Like when you're growing up and you're dealing with these things and your parents are going hard on you and it seems like, they're just trying to ruin my fun and they don't want me to this and that.
Yeah.
The real reason that we grow that bond with them when we get older is because we realize everything they was telling us was for the better good. So just listen up, man.
I feel like I'm a very disciplined dude, and I didn't like discipline growing up, but for me to handle stuff now and to be disciplined as an adult, it's great. It's great. And I wasn't
always, growth.
Yeah, I wasn't always, I wasn't always that.
Right.
But yeah, like it's like I said, I'm so grateful and gratitude towards the life,
Absolutely. So what's next for you, man? What you got going on next, man? Is it gonna be some music? Is it gonna be some clothes? Is it gonna be something fitting? I'm telling you, all three of those go together, man. So I'd love to see some dope visuals where incorporate the music, the fitness, and the clothing brand together. That would be.
I'm gonna do the best to do a better job of saturating the market with my brand. And what I've learned is I need to do all my shit together. So I think I need to put out new music so that I can push Blvck Elephvnt. I need Blvck Elephvnt to push new music.
Exactly.
I need fitness, not only for my mental health, but for me to feel good, look good, just ready myself for all these things that I want to do. And I just, it's about execution right now. I think we've discussed always about having ideas. I mean, I remember the idea for the podcast, and we were sitting out here talking about it, you know.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like, oh, I'm going to have a podcast, I'm going to do this and this and this.
Yeah.
And you know what I'm saying? To see that you know, and also, you know, from a creator point of view, it's hard to do. This is not, you don't just wake up and just have everything to do this, you know.
Work.
There's a team involved, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And there's work. I think that when you bet on yourself, when you're willing to put in the work and also execute, you know, it's just amazing what can happen. And I feel like that's where I'm at now. I just need to execute. I feel like there's been a few times I've said things and I didn't push through, and that's because I didn't do the work. You gotta do the work. You gotta, like, you know what I'm saying?
There's no way around it.
There isn't.
There's no quick method. There's no
what
they call a shortcut. There's none of that. So, yeah, man, you gotta put in that leg work. Absolutely.
Sorry,
absolutely.
Straws, man. You know, weird.
No, you good, man. Good. Shout out to Blvck Elephvnt. If you ain't got none of them stickers, you tripping. I got a couple on my station right here. I rep the game. If you got stickers, if you got something you want to represent, throw it up there, man, because my boy came through, blessed me with some nice sweats in my football team colorway. Speaking of which, the Washington football team's we got our name and new unis, and they fire.
I haven't seen them yet.
Now, we are the Washington Commanders. I don't know about that name, but the unis go fire.
Are they Commanders?
We're the Commanders, man. We command that we win this Sunday.
You know, this is my first time hearing it.
Is it?
Commanders, you know. I did read that they did a new name. And
the unis is fire, though, son.
You know what? I'll be honest.
I
just feel, to me, that has a Patriots feel. Commanders.
Yeah.
Houston Texans. I think, man, how does Wale feel? We need to see how Wale feels about that.
You know
That's the squad.
I'm going to say this. It's better than football team. Because football team has no thought at all. You guys didn't even try.
No, they didn't.
When you gave us football team.
They didn't.
So now we got Commanders. I'm digging the uniforms. The black jersey goes crazy.
I want to see. They
have
a black?
They got a black jersey.
See,
going crazy. Look, maroon numbers with the little gold trim. It's got this little flag right here and then a little shield right here, but it's a circle. Oh, that motherfucker. And then we got the dots, that ombre. It look like jersey holes in the I'm telling you,
you know
it's
what's
fire.
cool? And this is where people shouldn't be scared to rebrand. And I think that's what's happening, and it's dope to see, like, you as a fan, you're excited about it.
I'm excited about it.
Yeah, that's dope. That's dope.
We're Commanders.
Do they
So we
still
got
the same ownership?
I don't know, man. I don't know.
I
don't know that. Okay, rebranding. That's what it brings me to right now. Now, for me, I don't feel like with your clothing brand, Blvck Elephvnt, it's a rebranding process that needs to be done. I just feel like you have to expand and just open up different areas. Like, you already have what I'm considering activewear, right?
Mm-hmm.
So,
I want to be active and lounge, because it's
active lounge essential stuff. You can go drop your kids off to school, hit the gym, run your errands, whatever you need to do. That's what you provide. And I feel like a lot of my stuff was kind of like that too.
Yeah.
So now,
I love your stuff too, by the way.
Thank you.
I really do,
bro.
And you know, we talk about hating the industry and how, you know, I'm excited. I think I
got some more of those shorts too, because you got the mochas, right?
So I wore the mochas today. They're in my car right now.
Yes, sir.
So I'm doing legs when I leave, and I'm rocking the mochas. And those, you know, and I think I called you right away. I was like, hey, man.
These joints are here.
Yeah, these are fire. But also, too, I got a shirt. And that shirt is fire. The
underdog.
Which definitely gave me what I want to do shirt, because I feel like that shirt was so clean. I want to do a nice club shirt. I want to do this is the shirt, you put that chain on, you can go to the club in.
I'm getting you that plug for
You know,
those shirts
I'm
telling you that
No, I
quality
know
of
it
those
is
shirts,
because
the premium
no,
quality.
it's I looked it up.
Yeah.
Because you already plugged me, but my hoodies, my joggers, they're the same brand. I got crew necks, and
see, and that's what another thing. When I first started trying to create a brand, people wouldn't even tell you, oh, what, where are you getting this from? What's this or what's that? If I create something like the hot seat t-shirts, people are like, oh man, what's the quality of these shirts? These are nice. This is a real good shirt. Oh, I'm giving up the brand and all of that. Because there's no sense. You're not going to have the same thing I have. It might be on the same t-shirt, but it's a t-shirt.
It creates more I mean, it's not it helps people win.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Like,
bring your standards up.
Yeah,
it says like, oh
like,
man, I used to rock. I started with Gildan shirts, or I started with this and that. Yeah. Okay, now I'm here, and I'm telling you, this is a quality shirt that is resonating well with my customers. Why wouldn't it with yours?
There's still a market if you do it right. Because you know how I said I would do that shirt that I got, I would do that as a club shirt. I'm not rocking that in the gym.
Right.
I would rock one of my other ones in the gym, but that shirt is not for the gym.
And that's when you get into your leisure wear.
My underdog shirt is not for the gym.
Right.
No, it's not.
Well, thank you, my brother.
It's not.
Well, thank you, my brother.
The ringer tee though I got, that was for the gym.
The ringer tee fit nice too. Got the cuff on it.
You know what? I'm so sad. And the true story about that shirt is like, you know, I was in bed eating chocolate, dude, and I just
fitness guy was eating chocolate.
So in bed and just like I don't even care, dude. And then when it didn't come out, I was so sad because that shirt had me.
There was the maroon one.
That shirt had me popping.
I'm gonna see if I can dig.
We already checked. I know.
Did?
I was like, everybody, we already checked.
Alright, well, you know, we'll kick when we restock those. You'd be the first. A lot of people didn't really get it. They didn't really appreciate those shirts. To me, it had like a 70s vibe to it, like an older school vibe. Something that I felt like my mom, my dad, somebody would have been wearing with some bell bottoms and wallabies. Okay. Like type in the afro. You know what I'm saying?
This brings my point out is. They need to know how to do these things. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That's the whole difference. You know what I'm saying? People don't know how to do like. That's why some people.
That's why your visuals is cool because you see people can see like, okay, where can I wear this? How can I rock this? How does he rock it? And it gives you that inspiration.
Yeah.
Because I mean, a lot of the greats, like think of a Kanye West that literally can change the way that people dress off of what he drops. Think about when he very first dropped.
You know what's so crazy? Today I listened to Kanye at work. I listened to the first debut album. What was it? College Dropout?
Yeah.
Okay, I listened to that all the way through. And I was just, so many things went through my mind about Kanye. And this man is so genius. Like, it's just out of control. I understand some things. But my head, I went on tangents and everything. And when people ask me what my favorite Jordan is, it's not my favorite shoe. My favorite shoe, and I was thinking about this today, I want to pull up pictures, is Yeezy with Nike, the Solar. Oh, I can't even, why am I blanking right now?
Don't even worry, we're going to bring those up. We're going to do a pop-up. My man Jaden, the edit's about to be crazy. We just throw it up there. Just give us a little name, we'll figure it out and plug it. Anyway, look, man, I'm in the building with my man Anthony Williams right now, a.k.a. Tony Ocean. What up, man? And this brings us to the intermission segment of the show, man. So I hope you guys got your popcorn and, you know, your drinks or whatever else you needed, and you brought yourself back to the camera so you can listen up to what's going on. With that being said, this show, or this particular episode, is powered by the hotseat.co. Merch. We do have a t-shirt, a premium cotton t-shirt with a silkscreen print. The design and concept was something that I came up with during the pandemic. I went to my sister, which she's a graphic designer, shout out Amazon Monroe, She put together the design. She brought it to life for me, and I had them printed through So Diego, a printing company out of San Diego. So shout out to them as well. But all the profits from these shirts go towards funding our show. We didn't create this platform to get rich. We created the platform to share knowledge, network, inspire, motivate, uplift. It's not about me, it's about we. So that's what it is. But with that being said, everything that we do is coming straight out of our pockets, the equipment, the food, the time, the energy. So every time somebody buys a shirt, they're buying into that. So we appreciate everybody that's already supported us. And if you haven't got a shirt, tap in, man. Hit us on our Instagram page and we'll get you whatever size you need. We got sizes small all the way up to 3 or 4X. So tap in with that. Next, we gotta shout out 3 subscribers, our latest 3 subscribers. And the first one I gotta shout out is Trevor Woodruff, which is actually our last guest on the show.
Word.
He was a subscriber, but it wasn't public, so we didn't see it. So whenever you make your subscriptions public, then we can see it and we can shout you out. So big shout out to Trevor for doing that. Outside of that, the next person I want to shout out is my mom. Today's her actual birthday,
right
February the 3rd. So big shout out to my mom, Deborah Roundtree, aka Delish Kitchen. So you need to tap in and stay tuned for her because next season, man, we're gonna be having some food for the guests, powered by my mom. So that's gonna be dope. Outside of that, I also want to shout out my man Adrian Alexander. Actually, a client of mine. I cut him a couple times. I cut his dad more consistently because Adrian just recently moved up to LA, and he's doing fitness as well.
Oh, nice.
And then he's trying to be a content creator. So big shout out to him. Go follow him. And with that being said, I think that's all of our shout outs for today, man. What is this? Hurricane Freak? Who is the Hurricane Freak? That's another one. Shout out to the Hurricane Freak. I don't know, man. I'm making rain. Clear it out. All right, cool. Now we getting into the Fuego fact of the day. You got any facts you want to drop on these people, man?
Man, I wish
give us a fact, man.
A fact?
I feel like you got a hard fact that people probably don't know. Something.
What pertaining to what?
Whatever.
Fact. Oh my God.
You're a musician. You're a clothing designer. And you're a fitness guru. So go ahead and tell me a fact about something.
Oh, man.
Put you on the spot right here.
Okay.
It's just getting you ready for rapid fire, because that's next.
Okay, honestly, lately I have been getting a lot of comments about ab work and losing weight. And I'm going to be honest about ab work and losing weight. It's 90% diet. Like, that's all I can say. Like, that's the secret. That's the ingredient that everyone's missing is the diet. Like, and I'm not saying what I'm saying is to lose weight, you need to eat in a caloric deficit. So Google that, and that's
Google that. I will too.
That's my fact.
Because I don't know about no calorical deficits. That right there brings us to rapid fire.
That's my fact. That's all I
Google it. All right, man. Shout out to Google and whatever he just said. Calorical fact. What is it?
Caloric deficit. Caloric deficit. Eating under calories, like not at a drastic, but slightly under. It depends for different people, but that's what I was saying. Caloric deficit.
So put the Oreos down and get you one of them.
You can still eat Oreos. You just can't eat Oreos all day.
Hey, man. So now we in rapid fire, man.
Okay.
So I'm gonna give you 2 options. You gotta pick one of them. That's what rapid fire is, man.
All right.
On Drink Champs, they do it.
I love Drink Champs.
If you can't decide, you're right. Big shout out to
Big shout out.
And DJ EFN, man. But if you don't, usually you gotta take a shot when you can't figure out which one you want to pick. I'm not gonna do you like.
Oh, I was like,
you're
dang.
a fitness guy, and I'm not gonna do. You gotta drive a long way.
I do.
Travel
I
up
do.
here.
I'm traveling.
You said you're going to the gym afterwards.
Yeah, that's true.
It's all good. I'll drink the shots for us. It's all good after this. All right. So making music or performing it is the first question.
I love performing music. I think that's a thing that I miss right now. That's why I want to get back into it. I really want to start playing shows again. I really want to get back out there.
Okay.
Performing. Making music is a creative beauty and stress.
Got it.
You can start a painting and then you gotta finish it.
Yeah.
For it to be a painting.
Right.
So creating music, you gotta finish creating the song, and there goes so much that goes into the song. I don't know, there's parts, but
there's a lot of parts.
Yeah,
you got your hook.
Exactly.
First you gotta have a concept.
Yeah,
then you gotta have a hook.
Yes.
Then you gotta fill it in with your verses. Then you gotta have the right melody and the music and everything. So
performing that, the fruits of that labor is what I love to do.
So,
that's what I love to do.
So performing, perfect.
A good question.
Hip hop or R&B/reggae?
R&B/reggae.
Yep.
And I always get the question what would you listen to for the rest of what would you do if you only picked one? And I always pick Bob. If there's just off the bat, there's one. Even though there's so many I could go through, I could dig lots of catalogs of a person, but it's easy for me to pick Bob. All
right, this one right here is a tricky question. Only because you're doing both right now. I think it'd probably still be easy though. A 9 to 5 or being an entrepreneur?
You know what? This is so crazy. Okay, and I never even really call myself an entrepreneur. I call myself a Renaissance man.
Okay.
And it's because I like to do a lot of things, and what I'm doing now, I feel like as an entrepreneur, is basically there's a business model to what I do. It's being done. People have done it before. So I'm just literally jumping into a flowing river of things that happen built towards it. But I feel like I've never shamed a 9 to 5. I've worked tons of them. They pay the bills and all these, but I'm big, and I think we spoke on this last time. Follow your heart, dude. And that's not saying not doing 9 to 5. Cause I feel like sometimes a 9 to 5 you can just be done with it.
Mm-hmm.
Entrepreneur stuff that it's 24/7, dude. It's never, and I feel like I got in a heated argument recently and said something, and someone made it seem like, cause they go to work, what I'm saying, that I don't have, I don't have a job kind of situation.
Right.
And I was like, I get money, what I'm saying? My life ain't, what I'm saying? My life.
An entrepreneur just has more control of his time and how to manage it. And you can make more money or less money or whatever. Just all depends on your grind.
Yeah, you have to, but it's...
A 9 to 5, you can only clock in, do 8 hours. That's it. You might get a little OT.
There's security in that, though.
No, I'm not knocking it.
Yeah,
I've been working since I was 14.
Same here.
So,
I had my first job when I was 13 years old.
Yeah, so, I'm not knocking it at all, but there comes a time, and even for those that are working 9 to 5s, one thing I would encourage everybody to do, if you're working a 9 to 5, that means you go to work and you work 8 hours to fulfill somebody else's dreams or business. At least take a couple hours when you get outside of that to do something working towards what it is that you want to do in the future, if it isn't just working for some big corporation or small business for the rest of your life. The last question, TV or podcast?
Man, dude, I don't even podcasts I feel like I don't even watch enough. And as for TV, I don't watch TV. I don't even really my time right now, dude, is people say they don't have time, it's you don't want to sacrifice something. And I really sacrifice TV. I watch football and basketball games on YouTube highlights. I watch a game in 10 minutes.
Right.
That's what I do while I'm out of the shower. Right. But can I say something? TV raised me.
TV was cool, but I really don't watch it as much anymore. I enjoy podcasts, and one thing cool about this podcast, we on YouTube now, but very soon we'll be dropping for people that just want to listen on Apple Music, Spotify, whatever it is.
There you go.
And that's great for people like you that's in the gym or whatever working out, and you'll still be able to listen. So stay tuned for that, man.
There you go.
Stay tuned for that.
That takes work too, just so people know, to get on these platforms, to get your podcast, your music and all that, you know.
Yeah.
It takes some work as well.
It takes some consistency, and that's one thing I want to shout out to my team, because we've been meeting up every single Thursday, shooting content. Shout out to every guest that's made it. We've been putting a lot of energy and work and effort into this.
That's dope. I'm excited to be here, man.
We're growing. We're finally developing our official structure, so it's been exciting, man. And you know, by the end of this month, we'll be done with season 1 and rolling into season 2, where things will be bigger and better. So shout out to everybody that's been supporting us up until that
So point. Much learning goes on in time, so that's so good, dude.
Absolutely.
That's good.
So let's tell the guests how they can keep in touch with you, man. Because I'm pretty sure they're going to enjoy this conversation. I'm pretty sure they're going to be intrigued by you as a person, and I'm hoping that they can follow you and support your brand. So
that would be nice. That would be nice. The brand is on Instagram at Blvck Elephvnt. That's the handle name, username.
What was the reason you did that? Because the other name was taken, or just
no,
because
not
you
at
got
all.
creative like that?
I wanted that look. I wanted that look of BLV.
Almost gives it a Roman numeral.
You know,
kind of vibe.
A little bit. You know, I'm not a graphic designer, and I was able to design a design that like can literally be upgraded, be moved around, be used. It's my flagship. It's really, it's working out.
The staple tee.
Yeah, it is. So.
Or a logo.
Yeah. And then, but there's more to come. There's a lot in the, like I said, it's execution, man. It's like, there's so much behind the scenes things you think about, you know, running a business and putting out, like, you have to be organized. You have to be like, and especially I'm at a point where like right now, I say a lot of we. It's a lot of me. It's a lot of me because
without a team, it's a lot on you.
It's hard to, you know, it's hard to get someone to buy into your passion for free. You know what I'm saying? And when you do find those people that are like, hey, I'll rock with you for, you know what I'm saying, that you can trust, then it's go time. But like, you know, for me right now, I built a visual team. Like I'm getting models together and stuff like that to push a vision, but behind the scenes team is really, really, you know, that's what I do 9 to 5.
Right.
That's what I do. I do a lot of paper pushing. I do a lot of spreadsheet work. I do a lot of
content creating yourself and modeling yourself.
Yeah, you know, like.
So man, make sure they give them all your links, because there's certain people that might be interested in helping you with those things. That's the thing. This show is about creating a network. So now that we can hear, okay, he's looking for models. He's looking for a little bit more of an established team to help behind the scenes.
You can always email blvckelephvnt.com. Not email, but go to the site, send us an email, and we'll take care of that. That's where all the gear is at too. You can shop through there. We're trying to clear out for the new stuff, so go please take a look. Instagram, Blvck Elephvnt. You can hit us through our DMs. I'm trying to be very active on that, and obviously that platform does drive a lot of what's going on right now. I do have a TikTok, but it's not up and running. I do have a Twitter, and that's all Tony Tone. But yeah, that's where you find me. That's where I'll be. And
IG Tony Tone.
Yeah.
So if you tap in there, obviously you're gonna, in his bio, you see the link to the to his website.
Yes.
And everything else. So just start there, and please stay tapped in with my brother, man, because he's doing some amazing things in the community,
I appreciate
man.
that. I really do.
For sure.
I'm trying to be more community too.
Yeah, that's what it's about. Yeah. It ain't about me. It's about we, man.
That's one of my favorites.
So right now we want to make sure that everybody likes, shares, and comments on this episode. We want some feedback. We want to know if you liked it. We want to know if you didn't like it. And if you liked it, why did you like it? And if you didn't, tell us that as well, because we're growing and we're definitely open to constructive criticism. Also, if you're subscribed, make sure that all your links or your subscriptions are public, so that way you could be a part of the shoutouts for the week. Every week we shout out 3 guests or our 3 latest subscribers, so make sure that you're a part of that. And at the end of every episode, we like to end off with the quote of the day. This is something that I hear you often post on your page and share with people. It sticks out to me, so I like to incorporate it in this show.
All right.
It's very simple and straight to the point. And it is, never forget your worth.
Never ever.
That's an original Tony Ocean quote right there.
I think that's me. I think
Thank
that's
you,
me.
my
I think
man.
that's me.
I appreciate you for being here, man.
Thank you. Thank you for having me. I appreciate the platform and the time. So thank you.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
That's it, folks. Another episode of the Hot Seat Podcast with hot guests and hot topics. I hope you enjoyed. And make sure to like, share, and comment. And subscribe, baby. Peace.